Hello crafters, this is Gareth from G's Creations and welcome to today's video. And I'll be having a video up today, tomorrow and Thursday, and as requested by you, it's the Christmas cards that I posted last week on Facebook. This is the first card I'll be making, and it's the black and white snowflake and embossed snowman card. Now, I got the initial inspiration from one Meme posted that she got the inspiration from Pinterest, which was that one, and then I just started playing around with what I have, and then I came up with those three designs. So I'm going to go through this one first. Now I'll be using A4 cardstock. I will have the size on the screen, and there'll be a description of the sizes that I cut the paper to in the description box below. So that's an A4 piece of paper. All I've done for this card is I've cut it in half lengthways. So from an A4 piece of paper, I will be able to get two cards from it. And I'm going to just crease it without using I can't think of a scoreboard. I'm trying to find my bone folder. I can't find it. Oh. I'll have to use that one. I'm just going to crease the top. So from one A4 piece of black cardstock, I can get two cards that you can either have as top folding, or you can have side. You'll also need white A4 cardstock, and I'm going to cut those pieces at 4 inches across by 5 inches so they fit on that black card base, leaving a little black edge all the way around. As I say, I'll have all the dimensions in the description bar below, and you need two of those per card, because unless you're going to use like a silver pen or a white pen, you're not going to see what you're writing on the black card on the inside. So you could just do it so you use a silver pen inside, or you can put the insert and write on there. It's entirely up to you. So as many of you know, cards and wreaths have been my kind of intimidating craft, but I'm slowly getting used to them. I'm slowly progressing forward, because I don't like to be beaten, and I enjoy craft, immensely. So I don't like things to be too intimidating. Now, using my photo angle cutter, I'm going to use the straight angle I should say, on the black part, and on the white part I'm going to use the photo. So you've got an angle and you've got a photo on this particular. So just to show you the difference, you have the angle and the photo. So I'm going to do that on all four corners. And the stamp set I'm going to be using on all these stamp sets is the stamp set from Meme Made It. And for this particular design card, I'll be using the snowflakes. And I will be using a embossing folder from, if I can find it, from Sizzix. And the embossing folder is from Tim Holtz. It's Alterations. And you get this particular set you got the snowflakes, and you get the snowman. It's a snowman that we're going to be using on the white cardstock. So let me get my Cuttlebug and I'll be right with you. Okay guys, I have my Cuttlebug. Now I'm going to open up the folder, place my card in so the image is in the right area, and then close it. Make sure it's in the right place. And I'm going to sandwich it between an A plate, a B plate, and then my second B plate over the top. and then I'm going to run this through my Cuttlebug. And I like to run it through a couple of times. And that gives me the impression of the snowman, as you can see. So let me just get rid of my Cuttlebug. Now it's time to play with my inks. And I need to use my StazOn, which is almost dry. That's Memento, it's the wrong one. So I need to get a re-inker. So, get myself a stamping block. Now I don't use one that's overly big because these stars aren't huge. But make sure you've got one that doesn't go into the ink, otherwise you'll be smudging. And one thing I do when I do these type of designs is I always put a piece of card underneath, and I always stamp off the edge. See, my StazOn is almost dry. I need to re-ink it. And I put those to one side so I can clean them. And what I tend to do is I tend to do all the images with one star first. I love this little tiny one. It's probably one of my favorite stars in the whole set. Get into all the little nooks. I don't want you coming off. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that's it in regards to the stars. So that's that. And in my store I sell these wheels of iridescent nail art gems, so I'm going to be utilizing some of those. These little wheels that are made for nail art are ideal for your cards because the embellishments are just the right size. So I'm going to use those on some of the centers of the snowflakes. So using my trusty art glitter glue, I'm just going to put a dab of glue in the center of these snowflakes that I want to utilize. And there's one there, and the gems are stuck to the underneath of my hand. And most of these gems are big enough to use with your fingers. If not, you can use a pickup tool. But they're just the right size and they really do catch the light. And last one. Oh no, I've got one, I need one more. Let's have a look. And as you can see, they come in all different shapes and sizes. You've got the really big ones, and you've got the smaller ones, and you've got the really, really tiny ones. Okay, so it looks like that. So it just catches the light. Now going back to my card base, making sure it opens up the right way. And I'm going to use some foam tape and give this some dimension. So I'm just going to put some foam tape on the back. You don't have to have dimension, you could just use your double-sided sticky tape and have it flat if you wanted. That's how I've done the other ones, but I thought I might do something slightly different on this one. I might raise it off the front of the card. The dimensions for all three of these cards that I'm going to be making this week are all the same. So if you've got the dimensions down for this one, the the dimensions will be the same for the other cards that I'm making on Wednesday and Thursday, so tomorrow and Thursday. So make sure it's centered. Pop it onto my card front, and then get to my black and white baker's twine. So I'm just gonna take some of this off if I can get it off. Come on. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Take off a length. Open my card out, and I'm simply going to wrap the baker's twine round the crease in the top. Probably go one more time. Make sure it's nice and neat. Then tie it off. Trim the loose ends. So it looks like that. And then if you've got any scraps and you just wanted to put a partial in there, so it's like that, then you could do that. I think I will do that actually, just put a little bit in, because depending on how much you're going to write, you may not need a full insert. So I shall pop this in just so it gives me something to write on. Now, using one of the sentiments, and what I love about this particular stamp set, you can make up the sentiments. So you've got fun, love you. So you could do miss you so much, because there's so much here. Thank you so much. Love you so much. Snow peaking. Thank you. Was this one? Sorry. There's no one like you. I think I'm going to use the love you so much. So I'm going to place these on my cutting board. So, oh, wrong way around. I always do that. I always do it the wrong way around. I'm getting one of my larger stamp blocks. And as my stays on is running low, I'm going to use the memento. Make sure I get a good coverage. And stamp. There we go. So love you so much. So there we go, just another one of those. Move all this stuff out of the screen. Don't want it too cluttered. So there we go. That's the first one. So it's the black and white one. It's actually my favourite one out of all the ones that I've done. I just think it's so simple and very elegant looking. Tomorrow we will be doing this one here. So we'll be doing that one tomorrow. So come and join me tomorrow and we'll be doing this one. But that's your tutorial for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care now, and enjoy your evening, your daytime, whatever time of the day it is that you're watching this. Take care now. Bye bye.